with that as well. So today's video, we're talking about expert secrets, how to turn your gifts, talents, experiences, and expertise into money. For those of you who do not know me, I'm H Cortez, also known as the financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, and from wealthcreationplaybook.com. I'm super excited that you guys decided to come hang out with me for a bit, as you're probably trying to figure out how to turn your gifts, talents, or special abilities into profit. My mission in life is to empower you economically through financial literacy with a strong emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. I just believe it's the way to go in terms of building multi-generational wealth. I don't know many wealthy people who've built from scratch, who's been able to build their empires without some sort of business. So that's incredibly important. So expert secrets, I'll put the link in the comments for you to grab your copy of this book. It is it's free. You just cover the shipping. It's a great study on how to monetize your gifts and talents. So we're talking about the two types of expert businesses. Expert business number one, selling information products, right? The first type of expert business is the one that most of you will probably be creating. It involves you taking the life lessons that you've learned and packaging them into information products, coaching, and consulting. Being an expert and selling information products is, in my opinion, the greatest startup in the world. You don't need venture or startup capital, just a passion for what you're teaching, as well as learning how to tell stories in a way that get others excited about it as well. What's up, Curtis? Janine, welcome. So selling information products is the first type of expert business. And let me just recap what we talked about in lesson one. I'll also put a link to that video in the description here. If you missed part one of this series, then we talked about establishing the belief that you are an expert in the first place. I got a comment on YouTube yesterday or day before when I did the first episode, and one young lady was saying, "Hey, I just don't know what my expertise is." And just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, she said, I'm just a mom of two, raising my daughters, trying to make life happen for me and this, that, and the other." And my response is, if you are a mom and you've raised daughters, then you're an expert at that. I guarantee you there's something that she does better than most as a mom, whether it is the relationship she has with her daughters, whether it is what she's teaching her daughters in terms of principles and ethics and morals. See, all of those things could help a young mother understand what this mother who's already raised two daughters know about motherhood, some of the mistakes that she made in the past. That could be packaged into an information product and could bring her money. So I don't want you to downplay your gifts, talents. You have to believe that you are an expert first and foremost. And when you believe that, you start to see the value in what it is that you do well. One of the reasons we don't tend to see the value in what we do well is because it comes so easy to us, right? Those things that come easy to us, we tend to not see value in them. But why do you think everybody comes to you for that thing, right? Whether it is money advice, whether it is relationship advice, whether it is parenting advice, people are coming to you all the time for certain things. That's because you, my friend, are an expert in those things, even if you don't see yourself as that expert. So let me just continue reading here. And I'm going to give you another example that he laid out in the book. And I actually followed this guy long before I knew what an expert business is. A guy named Jacob Hiller created something called the Jump Manual. And all it is he became obsessed with increasing his vertical jump, right? He just wanted to be able to dunk so bad that he studied, he trained, he tried various techniques and just fell in love with the idea of increasing his own vertical jump. And basically what he did was he documented what he was doing. And After a while, he started getting results from the various strategies and techniques that he was doing to increase his vertical jump. And now people from all over the world seek him out when they're trying to increase his vertical jump. So he took a passion and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business, guys. And he sells information products. He does workshops, seminars, and trainings all over the world, in person and virtually, to help people increase their vertical jump. How many of you guys got an obsession, right? List down below an obsession that you have that you probably could be monetizing, right? And another story I'll give you real quick before we move on. I actually coached youth basketball for about 10 years, maybe 11 years, right? And I became really good as a coach and trainer, getting the kids in shape, teaching them basic fundamentals and skills on how to be better basketball players. But because I did it as a volunteer, I didn't really see myself as an expert, right? And guess what I was doing? I was actually paying somebody else to train my own two sons in basketball, right? Because I didn't see myself as an expert. Thomas, what's going on, my friend? So I didn't see myself as an expert, even though other people were bringing their kids to me to train them for free, because I was volunteering with a couple youth organizations, and I would just train. I would coach these kids up, speak life into them, help them develop their skills, help them develop their basketball mindsets, their killer instincts, all of that stuff for free. But I didn't see myself as an expert, even though dozens of parents were trusting me to teach their kids the game of basketball, right? So I bet you've got a skill, a talent, a gift right now, a passion, an experience that you went through and you came on the other side of it, an expertise in something that you can turn into a business, right? But you first got to believe that you're an expert. And then you learn how to turn those experiences into information products, which is the expert business number one. So what's an example of an information product? Well, a book could be an information product. An ebook, a video like what I'm doing right now is considered an information product. A PowerPoint slide deck going through something and teaching something about what you do becomes an information product. A conference call recording, right? You can get some people on a conference line and teach them something and record it, and then you can turn around and sell that recording, right? There's lots of ways to create info products. A blog is an info product, right? It's very, very simple. It's just not easy because it does take some skills to help you get there, right? So Curtis Wilson said, it's always good to research your own obsession into in order to make money and give yourself a huge return. Like you said, believing is your first key. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Keith, what's going on, my brother? All right. So that's expert business number one, is information products. You got to learn how to package and present those things to the marketplace. One of the things that we're doing in the Wealth Creation Playbook group is just that. So if you have not joined the group Wealth Creation Playbook, you can go there and learn how we're teaching people to do just that. And of course, continue to follow this series, and we're going to get deep into that as well based on this book, Expert Secrets. And then, of course, you can click on the link in the comments to get your copy of this book. It's free. You just cover the shipping, but it's a powerful book. So now let me go into the second type of expert business. And this is for people who have other businesses, traditionally brick and mortar type businesses. A great example is my good friend Thomas Clifton. He's an attorney, and that's a traditional business. And he was able to use expert business type number two to transform that and really take that business to another level. So expert business number two is leveraging information products to grow an existing company. If you already have a company, you can use this expert secret system to quickly grow your company and get customers for free. I was hesitant to title this book Expert Secrets because I didn't want people to dismiss it simply because they sell other types of products or services besides information, right? So you can leverage information products for a whatever kind of business you have, right? It's crazy that people may have a bakery and they wouldn't consider an expert business because they have a bakery. They say, hey, we sell baked goods out of a brick and mortar storefront, right? But there's ways that you can leverage information products to get customers to come to the bakery, and we'll talk about that in a second. So what are some of the benefits of using information products for a traditional business? Complicated sales will become easy because the information products will indoctrinate potential customers about why they need your products or services. 2, you will be positioned as an expert instead of a commodity, and people will pay you more for the same thing they could get somewhere else. All of the options will be irrelevant, price resistance will disappear, and future sales will become easier. How many of you guys would like future sales to become easy in whatever business you have, but especially if you have a traditional business that sells a product or service, right? Number 3, you will be able to acquire unlimited customers for free. So every back-end sale you make will result in 100% profit. And I see we're at the 11-minute mark. I'm going to try to wrap this up in about 15 minutes. So let me get through this first. And then you'll be able to grow much faster. This book has taken me over a decade to earn through trial and error, making thousands of errors of offers to millions of people. I am only sharing strategies and tactics with you that are proven to work. So let's break down each one of these really quickly. So we know that if you are an expert and you want to go with business, expert business number 1, that is the traditional route, right? That is taking your gifts, talents, expertise, experiences, and turning them into information products so that you can sell those and leverage your ability to become a consultant or something of that nature, right? That just makes sense. But if you have a business, and let's stick with our example of a bakery selling baked goods, right? How can a bakery use information products to bring more people in, right? So complicated sales will become easy because the information products will indoctrinate potential customers about why they need your product or service, right? So let's say we got a baker who does wedding cakes, and their wedding cakes start at $1,000, right? Well, how can an information product help indoctrinate customers and show the intrinsic value of the way they bake their cakes to where a young couple about to get married will want to spend $1,000 with them on a wedding cake, right? Well, they could put out products such as webinars, videos, ebooks about their processes, right? They could educate people on the ingredients that they use to bake their cake and why their ingredients are superior. This is why the price is high, because we don't use traditionally milled flour. We actually hand mill all of our flour ourselves. Whoops. We actually hand mill all of our flour, right? Our sugar is not the traditional sugar. We use pure cane sugar that we actually we use brown sugar, right? Because it has everything in it. It's not purified and it's not bleached, right? So there's ways that you can use information products to enhance an existing traditional product to indoctrinate people as to why they should deal with you, and not only deal with you, but pay you a higher price, right? Maybe you can show them what you do in the kitchen right? Think about, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Cake Boss, right? If you're familiar with Cake Boss, then comment Cake Boss. In the one of the reality shows called Cake Boss, I'm sorry guys, I didn't turn my notifications off on my phone, so let me get that stuff off right now. So the movie Cake Boss, or the show Cake Boss, it showcases everything that goes into building one of these elaborate cakes that they charge $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 for. And when somebody sees that, they know the level of effort that goes into making these cakes. So it justifies the price, right? So that's important, right? So that was number one. Let's look at number two. What else can an expert business adding this? How else can it help you? Number two, you will position yourself as an expert instead of a commodity. See, without the background about who I am and my passion for helping my community build wealth and those things, I would just be another person that people just will see, or my product will just be another product in the financial education space. But because you see me helping people build wealth, because you see me, you know my story, you know my background, you see how I dissect a problem and then provide a solution. Because I'm doing that on a regular and consistent basis, because when you put a comment in the chat, I answer the comment, and you can tell by my answer that I have knowledge on a particular subject, then I'm positioning myself as an expert that you can trust, right? I'm just trying to get back to, so I can see your comments, right? And because of that, now I'm not just some old product, right? I'm just not a commodity where people are looking for the lowest price, or they're trying they don't mind paying extra for what I have to offer, because I've proven time and time again with my digital products, with my information products, that I can deliver and over deliver on the value that I'm going to provide. So when you add information products, it not only indoctrinates your potential customers as to why they need your services, it also positions you as an expert so you can command a little bit higher price. It says you will be able to acquire unlimited customers for free, right? So these videos for me allows me to generate leads over and over and over and over and over again, because people say, man, yes, I do want to start an expert business, but I don't know where to start. I realize I see you teaching people various strategies along the lines of what I do, and people ask me all the time, how much would you charge to coach me to start my own expert business, right? So I get these customers for free by giving value and positioning myself as the expert, right? If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. The person who can articulate the problem best is by default perceived to have the best solution for that problem. Let me say that one more time. The person who can articulate the problem the best is by default perceived to have the best solution to that problem. So we're talking about the problem of turning your passions, gifts, talents, and special abilities into profits. And I'm showing you some of the problems that you're going to run into. And because I articulate those problems, how many guys are starting to believe that, hey, he can help me solve the problem. He can help me get over my shyness. He can help me brainstorm some ideas that can get me along the path of creating and transforming my gifts into a passion, right? So, and that's how I get unlimited customers for free. And last but not least, you'll be able to grow your business much faster. If I get leads for free every day, and other people who are in the space aren't doing this kind of work, then I have a better chance of scaling my business, right? Donna says Cake Boss. She's familiar with Cake Boss. So those are the two types of business models from an expert business perspective. So tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna try to get with you guys tomorrow. I'm on the road tomorrow. My son kicks off his second year as a college basketball player, so I'm going to see him play his game tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to get with you guys tomorrow. If not, the next time we do our part 3, we'll be talking about how to create a mass movement, right? There's 3 things that you need to create a mass movement, and we'll get into what a mass movement is, the power in creating a mass movement or a tribe around who you are and what you do and why you're passionate about it. And then we'll break down each of those 3 things that you need to create your mass movement. And of course, give you some tips. Really quickly, who's got a gift or passion that they have yet to monetize and they would like to get some tips on how to do that? It says, I'm a certified life coach. How do change people for the service? How do you charge people for the services and be different than others? So most people, when they are getting into the space of being a consultant, putting together information products and things of that nature as an expert, struggle with how to charge for their services, right? I would do this. If you have not already changed the lives of about 4 to 5 people, I would charge nothing on the front end. I would do the work for free for about 3 to 5 clients, right? And I would change their lives based on my life coaching skills and approach. And the only thing that I would charge them is to give me a video testimony of the results that I were able to get them, right? And then based on those results, you will pretty much know what to charge for your services, right? Some life coaches charge by the hour. Some life coaches charges by a longer block of time. Maybe they have a 6-week course or a 8-week program, and they charge, say $1,000 for the whole 8-week program, and you guys might meet once or twice a week, whatever the case is. But I would, if you have not already done the work and gotten the testimonies and the results that you created for people, then I would do that work for free in exchange for the testimony. And then I would interview those people and say, listen, based on the results that I was able to get you, would you have paid me $500 an hour to get these results? Would you have paid me $1,000 an hour to get those results? And by getting results first and having the testimonies, you don't have to worry about being different. The testimonies will sell your service, right? A lot of people start their businesses and they want to charge first, and they don't have their proven results. And because of that, it's hard to justify their pricing, whatever it is, right? But if you would do the work first, get the results for 3 to 5 people, have them give you a testimony, then ask them, what is that result worth to you? And that will give you a general consensus of what type of price you can charge. You can also go and look at 7 to 10 different life coaches, their websites, and see what they charge, see what their testimonies. And if you're getting way more results than what they're getting for way too little money, then you can kind of meet somewhere in the middle, right? Anybody else got a gift or talent, an experience that they've been to? Because it's not always a gift or talent. Sometimes it's an experience you went through. How did you get through that experience? Can you teach somebody else what you did to get through a particular experience and get a positive result? It's not always a gift or talent. Your experiences count too. They're worth something too, right? So if we don't have any more comments, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Man, I'd be trying to keep these 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm already at 25 minutes, so I've got to do better. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Also, if you don't have a business already and you're looking for a way to make a couple $1,000s this holiday season, I would love to share with you a way that I can help you do that in the financial education space. right? You can get paid over and over $80 referrals for credit repair, debt elimination, budgeting, investment strategies, tax minimization strategies. Yeah, I'm looking for about 7 to 10 people that I can partner with. That sounds like something that you'd be open to. Hit me up in the inbox and I would share with you exactly what it is that we do, how we do it, how we pay out, why our services are basically sell themselves. So if that is you, hit me up in the inbox. But until I talk to y'all, I want to say tomorrow, but I got a feeling I'm going to be on the road. But until I talk to y'all next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it. Each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.